Okay, time for another installment of the shifter comparison for the TSX. Today I'm going to look in more detail with the K-Tune shifter, and I have a piece of company here, a Terrell. I have a Terrell here. I'm going to go ahead and throw this K-Tune shifter in my TSX and we'll see how it works. So let's see, grab some tools, grab the part. There's some extra stuff in here, but I don't think I need it. There's additional supplementary bracket, but yeah, I think I will need that. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll bring it with me. I wanted to get a feedback on the original. How do you think that feels?
Holy moly.
This isn't the stock one that's in there. This should be the Mugen shifter that's in there now.
Wow. Feels good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You know, it's relatively tight and works pretty well. Let's see. Shift knob off. No, this comes out first.
Oh wow. That's not coming out?
Oh, I just destroyed the little light bulb.
Oh shit.
All right. Hey, note to people in the video, there's a little light bulb in here, and I just broke mine. Screws. Yeah, I got them.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I don't think the TL one comes out like this because you have to remove the whole center or something.
The TL one is a little different. You got to pop off those things, and so we also need to take out this whole armrest. So this pad comes out of here. All right. Nice. Now we have actually access to the shifter. So here, this is a Mugen shift box, and so you can see it looks actually a lot like the factory one. Where a lot of people end up with that wear that I was telling you is in this little bushing on this side.
Which isn't really serviceable, yeah.
It's really not, but at least you could tell, like, with some slight movement here, I'm getting some movement in the cable. So it's not slop, it's not wasted movement.
Yeah.
So even though it wiggles a little bit, it's actually actuating the cable.
Yeah.
I think people try to eliminate all the slop out of it. You may be seeing there's a thread that's just been bumped up again.
Yeah.
I accidentally made my car better with zip ties.
Yeah,
right?
I actually was looking into that.
I freaking hate that.
You hate that?
Because it's like, you know what? All it is trying to cinch up on the shift cables, trying to reduce slop. But it's like, you know, are you sure it's really slop? Because you might actually have actual movement there that, yeah. And maybe you just need to replace the shift box. I'm not saying there's a problem working with zip ties to try to improve something. And what I'm saying is like, I don't think there's an actual problem there that he fixed. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't necessarily something that was wrong. Now what I do is just loosening these before I go into pulling off the shift cables. Actually, this cable I can pop off. You just take out this cotter pin and sometimes a little bit of a pick. There we go. Pick it right out of there. Try not to lose these washers. All right, and now this cable, it turns and then you lift it up. That's how that comes out and gives you access to this bolt underneath. All right, now this cable, there's a big metal fork thing holding it down there. And the easiest way I've found to get that out is to get one of these right angle picks and get under it and just pry up. Because you can't really get a screwdriver in there very easily. Pry it just enough. Now, the next thing is there's a little cup that goes under the ball on the bottom. And so that's held in with just a couple of spring clips. Yeah, you're not gonna have an easy time seeing it. You'll see it when I pop it out. There we go. All right, now get these out the rest of the way. These clips are also usually plugged into all these holes, but I don't know. I didn't plug them in the last time I was in here. The throw on the CT is the shortest possible you're gonna get. So this throw on this one isn't quite as short, although it is pretty short. Part of that is because the knob sits a little bit lower.
Yeah. So this needs to come out to do the CT hybrid, right?
Yeah, the CT one, you have to pop off this cap here, and then you put on a new one, an adapter, and then put that back on again. Gotcha. So anyway, that's the Mugen box, which I actually just found out has been discontinued. Oh. So now here's the K-tuned one. Now I'm noticing that there are no bushings here. I think normally I would be transferring those over from the factory shifter, but I actually have some solid ones. Yeah, these guys. Looks like I'll need to get a driver for these bolts too. Bam. Okay. So you can kind of see how this cable is designed here. You have to spread those springs, and then the cable falls off the bottom of the lever. So I hooked one and pushed the other with the screwdriver.
It's easy to get parts when you got a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, let me just walk out there and get some parts. Yeah, this is pretty nice actually. I think we're gonna need to talk about configuring this thing a little bit. There's a couple of different arms you can get for here, a short one and a long one. But it looks like this just only really goes the one way, and then you tighten down these set screws. I'm gonna keep that out of the way for now. This is also adjustable down here at the bottom. Nice. That's gonna shorten or lengthen the throw. So if you do put the really tall shifter on, you probably wanna put the longer one here. And then this guy, you can change the pivot location. Not 100% sure the need to do that, but yeah, I did see that this billet thingy here, you can put it in one of two different spots depending on where your factory one is. It looks like my TSX wants it to be right here, so let's bust that out. So this guy should go here. And somebody told me that they were having trouble getting this in here. Looks like they thread in here. Yeah, I better make sure I've got the... Oh wait. It looks like I don't have to make sure of anything because K-Tuned has supplied me with an Allen wrench. Thank you, K-Tuned. Now I don't have to run back into the garage again. But we do need to get this bad boy in here. So yeah, the customer was saying he was having trouble threading this in because the holes didn't line up quite right, and I think I am seeing what they're talking about here. They think they need to open up these holes just a little bit because I'm not getting a straight on engagement of these threads. We'll let K-Tune know, and I think they'll be able to fix that pretty easy probably. So I've backed out the bracket just a tad in an effort to try to line it up a little bit easier. This was nice, putting this hole here.
Weight reduction also.
Yeah, weight reduction. Oh God, this is a pain in the ass. Hey K-Tuned, go ahead and put this in if people have a TSX because you're selling it as a TSX shifter. Make them move it if they don't have a TSX. Okay, here we go. Yeah, a little bit difficult to tighten these. It is because these pilot holes are just a bit off from the other holes, I would probably suggest to kick that diameter up about a 32nd of an inch, and it would probably make this go just a little bit easier. Okay, good enough for me. Good enough for government work. Cool. Yeah, pretty piece. All right, here we go. Now, this doesn't appear to have any... Got these bushings underneath, but maybe I mixed up on how these go, because I thought they were going to hold it down from the top, but it seems like they need to hold like this. But then these hex head bolts aren't going to actually hold the thing in, are they? So maybe I reuse the factory bolts. I'm not sure about that either. That's what I'm going to do. Although I'm not 100% sure that's right. It should work just fine. This is where you would normally send me that angry text or phone call Sunday afternoon. And I would say, oh, I don't know, send me a message. I'll hit up K-Tuned on Monday. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully this all tightens down the way it's supposed to. Where did that 12 in the extension go? Oh, here it is. I want to make sure this is going to line up right. All right, this looks like it's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Not quite sure how that fitment's going to go yet. I think, oh yeah, I think we need to use this pin instead of the pivot ball here. We'll swap that out in a minute.
Does the TSX have a similar slave cylinder valve that makes the shifting a little soft?
Yeah, but the TSX is a little bit more like your Civics and stuff. So there's a damper in the master cylinder. So benefit from K-Tuned master and slave as well.
You sell the parts?
I do, I have them in stock. Heeltoe has many of these K-Tuned items in stock and ready to ship now. I didn't ask him to say that. Now, to get this back in requires a bit of ingenuity. Alright, it's in the channel. I need to get something to... Oh, I could just push it part of the way, but you're gonna need to hammer it. Yeah, and we'll definitely need to pull this off. This must be for some other sort of shift cable that we don't have. This seemed like this was going to work perfectly. No. Damn it. Let's get the cap off. Then I can wrench it off. Oh, it wasn't on there super tight. So off she comes. It looks like they now want me to actually drive this through. Huh, so I wonder what hole. Well, I'm gonna put it in this hole, since that's where the other thing came out of. It seems like that will shorten the throw a little bit more too, which is, I guess, by large majority what we're after. All right. Let's attach that one. Put this lever in. Yeah, wink. Well, it's got a firm side-to-side motion, that's for sure. It's in. Yeah, it looks pretty neat in there. I'm just gonna cover it up though. Let me put the rest of the stuff back in here and then see how it fits with the shift boot. It's supposed to fit under the factory shift boot. That. Oh, let's go back here. Ooh, let's see. Okay. So the boot looks like it should fit, but the plastic ring in here is getting caught up on their taper. So that might mean that we would have to pull out this plastic ring. I don't really want to do that. You know what I could get? One of those velvet Crown Royal bottle koozies. This little thingy. So and then I've got my Maven countersunk knob.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, it looks fine. It's a loose boot, but whatever. Hey, that's kind of hinting at some badassness underneath there, right? Oh shit, this needed to go in first. Damn you. Okay, and then I'll keep my Flash Pro in here. All right, there we go.
The smoke knob with the billet steel is really great.
It's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, now see what it feels like.
It does require some effort, but that's like really firm.
Really mechanical feeling, huh?
Feels good, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty neat, huh?
A little heavy, but I'm just not used to it, that's all.
Well, you know what? It's also brand new. Maybe it works in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll drive with it for a little while.
Yeah.
And report back. K-tune shifter installed. All right, that's it. Another fun video from Heeltoe Automotive, and we always try to be in your corner as much as we can, bringing you great little videos and DIYs and hopefully entertaining commentary.